to the second death. Now we know that the first death is going into the thermonuclear fire. Okay, where the Most High God is going to cause the nations to turn one against another in World War III and shoot nuclear weapons over here in America. Then spirits will be brought back to get the official spiritual judgment of the Most High God. And we can prove that by Revelation chapter 20. The book of Revelation chapter 20 and verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Read that part again, And shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. So we see our people being what? Tormented.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles, the men of great millstone, whom Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, have us set up and established to teach and preach the true doctrine of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And to the Akim and Akwat, the Sata repentant, Shalom to you, Mashmakah, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, Yasha Allah, Shalom to you, Mashmakah. Well, we're coming at it with a second installment of it, because I forgot to go into that part too, because you heard what the individual said. He said the first death. No, the first death was the flood. And when it comes to the destruction, it ain't no first death of the destruction and then the second death of the destruction. Hey man, these people is crazy as hell, man. These people is crazy as hell. But we will go. Let's go into this real quick, because I'm gonna dive into it real quick. I'm gonna make this real quick. Let's go to Revelation 20. Let's read that what they read. Let's go down to verse 10, right? It's like it. Verse 10, right? Now we know, dealing with 7, verse 7. This is talking about what? This is talking about when these individuals go be. You already know what it's talking about now. First of all, when you go to Revelation, the 20th chapter, and you read verse 1, 2, and 3, that's talking about when the Roman Empire fell, right? And they was going down and going to be dormant for 1,000 years. During that time, us ruling in Europe, which was the Byzantine Empire, the Holy Roman Empire, that was us ruling that 1,000 years. After they fell, when they fell for this 1,000 years, when you come into verse 4, it jumps to our time now. From if you receive the mark of the beast, you gonna be destroyed, right? Going into this, when Yahweh shall return. Now, when you come into verse 7, this is talking about what? After the Renaissance period. See, it went from the wrong time during that time period, and then it jumped all the way to the future with verse 4, 5, and 6. It jumped all the way to the future pertaining to our time now and when Yahweh shall return. Now, when you go to verse 7, it goes back before this time, before we woke up and all that. This during the time of the Renaissance period. It's continuing verse 1, 2, and 3. It's continuing with verse 7 and 8, right? Talking about when they rose out of power. Now, when you come down to verse 10, it goes from then and then it's coming into our time. Now it says what? I'm going to start at 9. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. And it says what? And fire came down from Yahweh out of heaven and devoured them. What it says when it said the beloved city. You see what it's talking about right there when you go to verse 8 and it says what? And God is going into the future. It's coming from when they rose up during the Renaissance period all the way into our time now. See, and it says what? And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. Meaning what? That innumerable multitude that's going to be gathered for World War III, right? That's what that's talking about. When you come to verse 9, it says, and they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city. What you think? This talking about Jerusalem over there where them dogs and rats is at? No, this ain't talking. This talking about us. And what? And fire came down from Yahweh out of heaven and devoured them. I read that earlier when I went into that second Esdras, right? When Yahweh shall return and fire go devour them, right? Now let's go to verse 10. It says what? And the devil that deceived them was what? Was cast into the lake of fire. What is the lake of fire? If you was in the heavens and you was looking down on the earth, if the angel came and took you up there right now to say, I'm gonna show you the earth, what you would see? You would see water and you would see land. But you will see a lot of water, but you'll see land. Now, these certain lands that's going to be burning from the nuclear ordinances, that's the fire. Now, if you was looking down on the earth at that time when that happened, you would see what? A lake of fire. Because why? You would see water. Fire don't burn in water. So you will see water and then you will see land. Certain parts of these lands is going to be burning. So that's why it's called the lake of fire. Because he's seeing this vision and he said, what? The lake of fire. This is going to be certain parts of the earth that's going to be burning. Because why? It looked to him as if it was a lake of fire. Because he saw water and then he saw fire. The fire was burning on certain lands. That's why. And it says what? And the devil that deceived them was cast into the fire and brimstone. Where the beast, meaning what? What is it talking about? It's talking about they're going to receive their destruction. They ain't getting saved. There ain't no salvation for them. So they're going to receive the judgment of being consumed by the fire. This is what it's talking about. See? It ain't talking about no place and no... It's talking about hell. See where it said right there? It said with the beast and the false prophet. The false prophet is these false religious institutions stemming from the Vatican. They all go be destroyed. The fire is going to consume them. Where... Rome, that shit where they at, Slakia, but that place where they at, it go be destroyed. America, where they got all these old religious institutions at, it's going to be destroyed. It's going to be burnt up, consumed by the nuclear fire. See? And it says what? And shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. He read it. Can you read that again? And it should be tormented forever, day and night forever and ever. What are you talking about, man? That ain't talking about no realm or no other realm where you gonna burn for all eternity. That ain't what it's talking about. When it says they're gonna be tormented day and night forever and ever, meaning these people will go through their punishment, they gonna be burnt, and the ones that don't be burnt, they going into captivity, and they're going to be tormented day and night. See why? Because this why. When Yahweh Shai said something, man, he mean it. When you go to Deuteronomy 30, and you read this all the way down to verse 7. Now, I'm just going to go to the point for the sake of time, right? Let's start here. And it says, I'm going to start at 6. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart and the heart of thy seed to love Yahweh thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So he says they're going to receive our punishments, right? They gonna be. Now let's go grab this real quick. Deuteronomy, because it said they're gonna be tormented day and night. This is what it's talking about, man. Forever and ever. Now let's go read this first. Now, did this mean forever and ever when it said this? Let's go down to it. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29, what I want. I'll start here at verse 28. It says, the Lord shall smite thee. This is talking about us receiving the punishments. 15 and down is our punishments for disobeying Yahweh Shai. And it says what? The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt only be oppressed. Like it, thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee, meaning redeem thee. Meaning ain't nobody gonna get us out of this but Yahweh Shai. Right? But Yahweh go send to save us, to get us out of this, right? But it says what? But it says, if thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. When it said evermore, did that mean that it's forever and ever and ever and ever? No, we was just going to be tormented for a time in this captivity, right? When you go into this evermore, let's grab it real quick. Evermore. Let's see what evermore say. Evermore. Right? Let's see. Where it says Yom, which is day. Yawam, which means day. And it says what? Day, time, year, day as opposed to night, day, 24-hour period. See? So now it says what? Days, lifetime, plural. It says time period, meaning for a particular time period. So, and that's forever. That's mean evermore. Now, you would think evermore means forever. No, it just means for a particular time period. So, not every time when you see in the scripture where it says forever and ever, according to the context, do it mean literally forever and ever. It just means for an appointed time. That's all it means. See? Now, it said, let's go down to this real quick. Because pertaining to our torment, let's go down to 66. That's what I want. Right? I'm going to start at 64. Deuteronomy 28-64. Because he said he going to put these curses of ours on our enemies. And this is how they're going to be tormented. Because we was tormented. What he says. And the Lord, Yahweh, shall scatter them among all people. From one end of the earth even unto the other end. It's like an easy unto the other. And there shalt thou serve other gods, which these thou know thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and fill them eyes of sorrow of mine. Meaning what? Forevermore, for a particular time. And it says, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night. We gonna do what? We're going to fear day and night. What is that fear? Let's go grab that real quick. Is it torment? Let's see. Let's see, is it torment? Thou shalt fear. It says what? To fear, tremble, revere, dread, be in awe of dread. To be in dread, to be in awe, to be in great dread, cause to dread. Fear, shake, afraid, all, and you see it. It says, let me see. A primitive root to be startled by a sudden alarm. Hence, to fear in general, be afraid, stand in awe, be in fear, made to shake. But this captivity was basically our torment, right? But it says what? Thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night. This was a torment that we went through. You're enslaved by these devils, not knowing. Let me just continue. And shall have no assurance of thy life. In the morning thou shalt say, would Yahweh it were evening? And at evening thou shalt say, would Yahweh it were morning? Meaning you were saying, man, I sure hope I make it through the night with these devils. These devils been killing. They just killing us indiscriminately. I sure hope I live to see tomorrow. And when the nighttime came, you was hoping you was hoping like crazy if you could make it to see the morning. That's a torment right there, man. See? So this torment is going to be put on our enemies. They're going into captivity and they're going to be tormented day and night. And it says what? And in the morning thou shalt say, would Yahweh were evening, and at evening thou shalt say, would Yahweh it were morning. For the fear of thy heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thy eyes which thou shalt see. See that? And that's the torment right there, what we went through. That's the torment. See? So when it said these people will be tormented day and night, you saw what it said right there in 66. And thou shalt fear day and night. You heard what it said in Deuteronomy 28-29, and it says, we shall be spoiled evermore. Did it mean forever? No, it didn't. It means for a particular time we was going to be tormented in this punishment, in this captivity that we was going to be in, man. It's the same thing for them. Once the destruction happened, those that's going to be killed, they're going to be killed. The rest, you're going into captivity, and they're going to be tormented day and night. And I'm going to end it off there. All praise, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Shemel Shah. Shalom, Yasharala.